We go to Minnesota. Sadly, to report, another mass shooting has taken place.
What?
This time not at a school, but at a Catholic church while children were praying.
Fuck.
Truly a sad state of affairs. I'm Josh Berganzo on this. Not one, not two,
Hold up.
not three, not four,
Wait a minute.
but 5 of the last mass shootings that have taken place in this country were committed by dudes who like to feel pretty.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
But according to the media, there's nothing to see here. Go back to your homes. Wow. But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls of all ages, I'm Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Some of you are feeling good, others not so much. We go out to Minnesota, where sadly another mass shooting has taken place. This time not at a school, but at a Catholic church while children were praying. Wow. But as truly tragic as this is, it gets a lot more deeper. This has become the 5 of the last mass shootings that have taken place in this country have been committed by dudes who like to feel pretty. Yes, guys and gals who think they're something else when they're really not, suffering from mental illnesses, committing crimes, atrocious crimes, satanic crimes, demonic crimes, but yet, according to the media, there's nothing to see here. Go back to your homes, as literally your house is burning down. Wow. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Minnesota church school shooting, suspect identifies as female, changed name at 17. A senior administration officer confirmed to Breitbart News that the alleged shooter in Minneapolis Catholic school changed from a male name to a female name at 17 and identified as a female. A document posted on social media was confirmed as authentic by the official. The document describes the name changes occurring in 2020 when the alleged shooter was a minor and required a parental sign-off on the change. So the parents said, okay, you like to feel pretty? We're going to change your name. Wow. Great parents, huh? Fox News correspondent Brooke Taylor reported that his mother signed off on the name change from Robert to Robin. Breitbart News reported that the police indicated that the alleged shooter used a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun to carry out the attack on the school on Wednesday morning from outside the church. He shot through the windows, striking children as they sat in pews during Mass as they were praying. 2 children were killed, unfortunately, and 17 other individuals were wounded. Wow. Then the shooter took his own life. You got away from man, but you're not getting away from him. Breitbart News also reported that a trans mental identifying woman shot and killed 6 innocents at Nashville Christian School on March 23rd. Remember that one? Remember that one? That Steven Crowder reported on? Remember that? No, of course you don't, because they kept the manifesto away from you for over a year and a half until Crowder actually cracked the case and showed you actual pages of this trans mental retard who committed these horrible crimes. She had originally planned to shoot up another school, but abandoned that plan to avoid looking racist. Of course, you didn't want to cross that line.
And I have heard about a whole lot of hate that's being directed at our trans community.
Here it is.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity.
Yeah, because, like I said, the last 5 shootings that have committed by dudes who like to feel pretty. No, there's nothing to see here, Mr. Mayor. Continue.
We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids.
Of course.
Kids died today. This needs to be about them. This needs to be wrapping our arms around these families with every bit of love that we can possibly show.
True. But you were the same mayor who back in 2020, let's take a trip in the way back, back to 2020, where you were literally getting on your knees at George Floyd's funeral and weeping at his casket because, of course, white guilt. The fact of the matter is that when you are dealing with situations like this, and it doesn't happen to be, and it doesn't have to be, those who are severely mentally ill, because I think anyone who commits a crime like this, so atrocious, so horrific, is mentally ill. Seriously. Well, in my opinion, I'm going to go a little further. I'm going to say they're demonic, because you truly have to be one evil son of a bitch to commit something like this. So it doesn't matter. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, male, female, doesn't matter. Evil is evil. And of course, I've said from time to time, evil never takes a holiday. Satan doesn't take off. He's worked, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a year. Never takes a holiday. But you had the Minnesota governor, and I will edit that into this video. The Minnesota mayor of Minneapolis come out and said, anybody who's attacking the trans community in this situation is not focused on the true crime here. Leave the trans community alone. They had nothing to do with this. No, but when you have a dude who likes to feel pretty, change his name, force his parents or his parents were just all in it to change his name, from Robert to Robin, that's a problem. You're not raising your children as you should. Sorry. You're a woman. You're not a dude. We're not going for it. That is what you're supposed to do as a parent. Not like these clown parents of today who, if, little Janie plays with a G.I. Joe, oh, yeah, I think she's transgender. Or same thing with a dude. But anyway, getting on the subject here a little bit. When you have multiple mass shootings that have gone on in this country in the last several years, last 3 to 5 years, let's just go back 5 years. Who have they been committed by? Oddball white dudes, yeah, you get that. An occasional black guy, yeah, you get that. But when you had, this is the 5th mass shooting that's occurred in the last 3 to 5 years, have been committed by trans mental retards, absolute severely mentally ill men and women who have a chip in his shoulder, because they weren't, treated with the respect, or, said the wrong pronouns, or, whatever to that nature. And then they just lose it. Or in this guy's case, he scoped the church out. He knew exactly what he was going to do, when he was going to do it. And on top of it, he had, bullets and magazines with little descriptions on it, where's your God now? To, kill Trump, things of that nature to make him feel better. This is demented. This is sick. This is twisted. But then again, like I said earlier, it's satanic, and he never takes a holiday. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know it's a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.